Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. This is just a quick oracle message energy check-in, sort of in celebration for the fact we were at the equinox yesterday. So you were one of the signs I didn't get to post yesterday, so I'm doing yours today. Obviously it's the autumn equinox where I am. I'm in Europe, and it's the spring equinox if you're on the other side of the world in Australia. But heavy energy for you, Aquarius, with Mars retrograde in your communication sector. I feel like there's been some blips or some stops there, you know. Interestingly, we've got the lightning card. I always take this as a communication card. You know, this is where you say something and you can't actually take it back. You know, it's that energy. Another sign that actually got this same card. I can't remember who it was for now, but it was a very similar energy in the fact that Mars is affecting them in a certain way, and it's very difficult. It's very difficult for you that once you open up your mouth to actually say something, you know, be it the right thing or the wrong thing, more focus on the wrong thing, is that you can't actually take this back. You know, it sort of comes down, pierces the ears of somebody that's listening, and before you know it, even if it's just, you know, even if it's about time that you said it, you know, sometimes there is another way to say things, you know. So we've got the Milky Way with perspective here. What this is doing with this card, and you've got the autumn equinox here, which is very significant for the fact that this is an autumn equinox read for you. What this Milky Way perspective is asking you to do, and you can have a look, can you see it there? Yeah. It's asking you to actually take a breath and have a moment to reflect on the fact that placing your thoughts in order to actually say something and focusing on how you're actually going to physically say it. It's all about balancing the throat chakra, however you feel that that needs to be done. This is not holding the information in. You know, no way. I mean, you can see here that we've got the autumn equinox with release here. No, this is about, especially with this Milky Way card, this is about getting the energy out. You know, if there's something on your mind that is bothering you, then it's all about getting that out and airing your views and having the conversation that possibly you haven't had, but it's much needed. But it's all about having a think about how you're going to approach the conversation, how you're going to approach the subject, ordering your thoughts and thinking about how it is that you're going to communicate what it is that you want to say. Because when things come out with this energy of the lightning, like boom, it strikes, you can't actually take it back. All you can then do is put yourself in a much weaker position with damage limitation, you know, where tempers flare, things then escalate, things are said that in the heat of the moment are more damaging than when you take this advice here of actually thinking and swirling around in your mind what it is that you want to say. But it is important that you actually say it. It is important that you actually get to express yourself and actually release what it is that's inside you at this moment. You know, it can be one of many things. You know, it can be someone that's irritated you through sheer thoughtlessness. You know, maybe you feel like you're taken for granted in certain aspects in your life at the moment. You know, it's all about equality of the energy. You know, what you put in is what you take out. You know, if you feel that you're carrying somebody with more responsibility and you're actually doing more than they are, but they're still taking equal amounts out of the pot, whether that's financial or whether it's from praise at work or recognition, whatever it is, whatever this is, just attribute it to your situation, because this is a general read. It's not a personal reading. So this is for the collective, and so there are many scenarios, but just apply it to the scenario that you're in. It's feeling, I mean, you're an air sign, you are a great communicator, but there are moments, you know, when air signs, you know, when all of a sudden the air becomes more than a breeze, whips itself up, you know, and when we're thinking about the trees here, because we can see all the trees here, you know, air has the possibility and has the power to rip out the biggest oak tree in the forest with its wrath. What I'm saying to you is, do not put yourself in that situation, because you will lower yourself. Yeah, you will lower yourself here. You know, you need to be holding yourself in high regard and actually thinking about your behaviour and the way that you present yourself. You know, you present yourself in such a fine way quite often. I mean, you have the energy and the ability to think differently than many other signs, you know, creatively. So how can you bring a creative solution to whatever it is that's sort of bugging you at this moment? You know, whatever it is that's going from the mind to the tip of the tongue, you know? Because this energy here, especially with Mars retrograde in the communication aspect of your chart at this moment, potentially is going to lead to you saying the wrong thing. Okay? You know, once those words have passed your lips and gone into someone else's ears, it's very difficult to retract the emotion that they cause or the damage that they cause. I mean, maybe what it is that you're saying, well, I don't doubt actually, Aquarius, that possibly what it is that you're saying is actually very, very needed. You know, it's needed to balance, you know, the equinox energy, and it's amazing that this card has come out for what I've pulled for the equinox read for you. The equinox comes from the Latin, meaning that it's equal night, you know, equal night. But there's also equal day, which means that there's always two sides to the story. So make sure that you're in receipt of all the facts. Make sure that you know both sides of the same coin, both sides of the story. Make sure that you take an inward breath and just a moment to focus and think about what it is you're going to actually say. Do not let this energy come out in a wrath where you all of a sudden have ripped out the wrong tree from the forest. Because with the retrograde energy, with the retrograde energy at this moment, that is the danger of what it is that could happen here and potentially damaging some kind of relationship that you have, whether that's a familial relationship, whether it's a work relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a friendship. I mean, apply this to the situation that you're in. That's what my message is for you. Think before you speak. Think before you speak, Aquarius. Thank you very much for watching this video. There will be love readings. I do believe your love reading day, and I will be using the traditional tarot. Well, not the traditional tarot, I mean by Rider-Waite, but I mean just tarot cards to give you an energy of what's happening between you and your person. And your day will be a Thursday, Aquarius. So check back in with me. In the meantime, give me a thumbs up. Drop me a comment about what it is that's happening in your life. You know, what is this problem? What is this little block or this issue that's on your mind to the tongue at the moment? You know, hit the notification button, the subscribe button. This all supports the channel. Thank you, and I will see you next week.